Hi everyone, this is Avinash here. So today we are learning about your extra flexible pen, as we have got so many feedbacks about the pen, and I'm going to explain you how to use it and how to troubleshoot if there is any problem you are facing while using this pen. Okay, so it's basically an extra flexible pen. As you know, the nib is extra flexible as compared to any other nib. So this is not your G nib. Remember that this is not zebra Z or any kind of thing. It's a nib that is developed by us, and you can see here when I'm pressing, it is flexing enormously. Okay, so how to feel it? So when you look at the pen, you'll not understand at the first glance how to feel the pen and how to just suck the ink inside, because there is no any kind of barrel, or we can say any kind of a converter here. Okay, and this is your feeder, and the nib is attached to the feeder. So first thing that you need to do is, at the end of your pen here, you'll see there is a knob. When I twist it, you'll get the sound of a click. Again, I'll do it. So when you push forward like this way, the converter or the pump inside goes up, and you'll see it'll open if you do it too extra. So be careful about that, and up to the limit you have to do that, and then again you can come back and you can lock it. So this is how it will lock. Okay, so that's how you need to feel the pen. Another thing, if you see there is a misalignment or something while using the pen or while you get the pen, so there is a very simple solution for this, and how to troubleshoot that. So you can remove that nib, okay, very easily. The feeder and the nib, you can remove it easily. How? Just put your finger like this and thumb like this and just twist it little bit, and you'll get your nib out and your feeder out. You can see that this is the feeder, okay, and this is your nib. And sometimes you also get the nib flickings, like your tines are not equal. In that time also you can do this R&D. Like suppose you'll get tines like this, so what to do? So just remove the nib and it will retract back to its normal position. Why it's happened is because we are putting too much pressure on the nib tines, and because of this they are getting flex pains. This feeder is exerting too much pressure on the nib, and that's why it will get flicks or it will get flattered. Okay, or the tines are not equal. Now how to put it back? Again, just put your barrel exactly at this point here. You can see really close to the tine. Okay, just little bit close to the tine like this, and hold it with your thumb firmly, and again you can put it back like this, and your nib is fitted inside. Okay, so that is the one thing. If your pen is leaking because of ink, or because of the misalignment, or because of something, you can again clean the nib, clean the pen, flush out the pen, dry it, remove this, and then again try to fix it with another position like this. If I'm not satisfied, I'll do it like this way again, and again I put it in another position. That way I can ensure that my nib or my ink will not leak. So how to fill it? So let's fill it with one of the ink that I have here, is the fountain pen. So what kind of ink you can use? One thing, you can use the fountain pen ink if you like. Otherwise you can also use a calligraphy ink, which has a minimum amount of a gum arabica, which helps prevent the ink from bleeding, but not too thick. Like, you cannot use Sumi ink, you cannot use too much pigmented inks. Don't use that. Again, walnut shimmers also you cannot use into this pen, because these pens are meant for flowing. Okay, if you use a pigmented ink, if you use a very thick ink like Sumi black ink or something like that, it will block whole pen. And again, if it block, you want to clean it again, you have to remove the feeder and everything, and you have to clean it with the soft brush, clean thoroughly, and then again put it back, and again you can use it. So it's that simple, so don't worry. Now how to fill it? So I'll just fill it for you. So again, same thing, I have to dip it like this, and firstly just try to just give that plunger till the end. So this is the end. You can see that here, that is the limit. You can see this bar, transparent bar, so that is the limit over there. Do not push too much forward, leave some space so that it will suck the ink. Then again I'll do it like opposite. Now you can see it is getting the ink inside. Okay, now you can see that the ink is inside. Okay, so this is how you need to fill the pen. If you suspect that the nib or the ink is bleeding like this, if I'm putting, you can see that there is a drop. Okay, so why it's happened is because first thing is my ink is a little bit thinner, as it's a fountain pen ink. If you don't want to use the fountain pen ink, then you can go for the little thick calligraphy ink in this case. So try to push the feeder inside, and let's see whether it's right or not. I'll take some graph papers here to test. At first glance you will feel that ink is dripping too much, but if you don't want to use it immediately, then what you can do is you can leave the nib or you can leave the pen for few minutes, like in horizontal position, so that it will settle in a barrel and everything, and then you can try to write with it. Okay, so when I try, so it's not flowing, so give it a time. Now you can see, so it is flowing. Okay, so this is how you can use the ink. It's bleeding a little bit because yeah, it's a fountain pen ink, but you can get a nice, very nice flow. And do not press too much, otherwise the ink will not flow into this. If I press too much, so it will not flow, it will blot, or it will give you blotting over there. So the tines, you can see, look, I'll be doing a very soft strokes here, 1 2 and 3, and this way. So these are very soft strokes. I'll concentrate or lock the thing. So these are the concentrated strokes that I do, or flow. Sometimes you'll get the blot like this, so leave the pen for few minutes, or what you can say, I prefer to leave it for 1 day. Is because my ink is not even settle inside, because the pen is meant for flowing the thicker ink also. That's why it sometimes gives you a troubleshoot. Sometime, I'm not saying the all the time or all the pens, but I can use it till the max flow. Okay, so please try to give your pen a chance to flow and try to make a harmony with it. Okay, and you will see your pen is writing well. I can even able to write a very small thing. And if you think your ink is too much thinner, then try to add a 1 or 2 drop of gum arabic into your ink, and then try to add into the pen. Okay, so that way you can able to have your pen ready to write. Okay, so that's the thing or troubleshootings that you can flow with it. And you can see now it's not blotting, not at all. So give your pen some time to settle the ink inside, whatever ink you are choosing. But do not leave your pen vertically like this. Always place it horizontally like this whenever you wanted to store, because I do that most of the time. Okay, so every pen is similarly like that. If I open the pen, if I saw something, some flaws or something, now you can see here there is another one thing. You can see that the tines are not equal. You can see here the tines are getting a little bit of a gap. Okay, so what to do around that thing? Again, that I told you, now you can see here also clearly visible. So just remove the ink, and you can see now it's not there. Okay, why it happens is because my feeder is actually putting too much pressure on my nib, and it will get the flaws. If you want to close it, you can also do it like this, little bit, so that your pen lines are getting into that stream, like this way. Just push little gently to make them attach with each other. I can see that, and then just put it back like this. Again, you have to place it inside. Okay, the pin is ready. So that's how you can able to write with these pens. I hope you understand what I'm saying, and if there is any troubleshooting after that also, because you can able to write like this with the same pen. Yeah, I use the same pen to write that. If it's not flowing, just give a time and look, it will be flowing. 1 2 3 4. Okay, if you are a newbie for this pen, then you should have the experience of calligraphy nib first. If you don't have experience of a calligraphy nib, do not go for this pen. Instead of that, you can go for Zebra Z, which is beginner friendly pen. And this one is a too much flexible pen. As you can see here, I have also done a lot of work with it. So please do not engage with this pen if you do not have experience. But if you have a little bit of experience of flex pen, this is the best thing that you can get. Okay, and it's really nice, tines are really good, and you can rock with the pen if you know how to use it. Okay, so that's it folks. I'll see you next time with the next video with a Zebra Z nib. Okay, bye bye.